Hi everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am your educator Arpita Sharma, and today we are going to start with the daily news analysis for 27th October 2020. आज की क्लास में हम डेली न्यूज एनालिसिस कवर करने वाले हैं 27 अक्टूबर 2020 के लिए and the class PDF I'll be uploading them on my Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Simplifying UPSC with Ease टेलीग्राम चैनल का नाम है जहां पर आपको क्लास का PDF मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। So this daily news analysis we are doing from the Hindu newspaper. हम daily news analysis करते हैं हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर से. And today there are many topics that we are going to cover that are very relevant for your prelims and mains examination. I'm going to give you homework questions as well. ठीक है, तो आज की क्लास में मैं आपको होमवर्क क्वेश्चंस भी देने वाली हूँ. डू प्रैक्टिस देम एंड दोज विल बी फ्रॉम मेंस पर्सपेक्टिव. यूजुअली वी गिव होमवर्क क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम प्रीलिम्स पर्सपेक्टिव, राइट? टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू गिव यू होमवर्क क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम मेंस पर्सपेक्टिव. Let's start with the class. Now before starting with the class, here's a very wonderful announcement for all of you. आप सभी के लिए ना एक बहुत प्यारी सी announcement है. Those of you who are willing to give mock test, who are willing to start giving their mock test to understand the demand of UPSC. So for them, Unacademy has launched Aspire, which is a free test series for UPSC CSE preparation. It will not only cover the mock test by top educators and experts, but also will have the exact same pattern as that of UPSC prelims examination with detailed performance report and competitive statistics to let you evaluate your progress. Aspire will take place 4 times in a month, as you can see over here. On 1st of every month, 10th of every month, 25th and 30th. These are the dates in every month. On these dates, the free mock test series will be launched by Unacademy to evaluate your progress. Now it will be launched at 10 a.m. in the morning. So in the morning you have to give the test from 10 to 12, 2 hours test. Let's look at the plan. Now first of all, before looking at the plan, why shouldn't you miss this test? Because here you will be getting your All India rank. The test will be curated by expert educators. Your test analysis will be done by top educators and you will be given detailed performance report as well. And you will stand a chance to win exciting prizes and scholarships, but that is only for the live test takers. If you are taking recorded test, then the scholarships and prizes will not be available. So for this, you have to take the live test. As you can see, the exam pattern is same as the UPSC prelims examination. On November 1st, 10 to 12 p.m. we are going to in the morning, the test will be on current affairs. Total 100 questions will be there and negative marks will also be there for incorrect answers. Then the next test will be on 10th November on paper 1 in prelims. That is current affairs, economy, history, geography, polity, science and tech, etc. Then on 25th October again paper 1 GS paper 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And on 30th November the test will be on CSAT paper 2 of prelims. So 1st November free mock test covering the current affairs curated by experts to test your proficiency. On 10th November free full length mock test will be on the same pattern as that of prelims on paper 1. 25th November there will be free full length mock test on same pattern on paper 1 in prelims, and 30th November CSAT test. Okay, and you can stand a chance to win prizes and scholarships up to rupees 15 lakh now. Rank 1 to rank 3 will be given UPSC CSE 6-month subscription. Rank 1 to rank 10 will be given Amazon voucher worth rupees 10,000. Rank 11 to rank 30 will be getting Amazon voucher worth rupees 5,000, and rank 31 to rank 50 will be given Amazon voucher worth rupees 3,000. But apart from this, let's discuss why you should take the test. Because it is curated by top educators covering all your points in the syllabus. Now how to enroll in this test? इस test में enroll कैसे करना है? For that you have to download the Unacademy's learning app. Register or sign up in the app and click on the link which is shared in the description box. A page like this will appear. इस तरीके का एक page appear हो जाएगा, ठीक है? On like this Unacademy Aspire इस तरीके का page होगा. Click on the enroll for all the 4 tests. Right, so after downloading the Unacademy app, you have to register on the app, then click on the link given below in the description box. This page will appear. Click on the enroll button. ये आपको दिख रहा है ना enroll button, यहाँ पर click करना है. And also don't forget to share with your friends and track your performance together and crack the exam. So let's begin with the analysis part now. Now over here you can see the first news. पहला न्यूज आप देख सकते हो, सेंटर promises law to check stubble burning. So the center will bring in a law to address the air pollution and check the stubble burning in Delhi as well as the surrounding national capital region, said the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ने कहा है कि सेंटर को इनडायरेक्टली ऑर्डर ही दिया है कि आपको एक लॉ लेकर आना है जिससे एयर पोल्यूशन की प्रॉब्लम को टैकल अप किया जा सके और स्टबल बर्निंग की प्रॉब्लम को खत्म किया जा सके. राइट, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज स्टबल बर्निंग. स्टबल बर्निंग होता क्या है? Stubble burning basically is the burning of rice straw by farmers to clear the fields for winter sowing in Punjab and Haryana. Right? This is basically stubble burning. ये है आपका stubble burning कि जब आप winter sowing के लिए पंजाब हरियाणा में जो जमीनों को साफ किया जाता है कि आप winter में नए seeds sow करने हैं, उसके लिए जो राइस स्ट्रॉ बचते हैं, वेस्ट जो भी हमारे रेजिड्यू बचता है प्रीवियस हार्वेस्ट का, उसको बर्न किया जाता है. So stubble burning is the burning of rice straw by farmers to clear fields for fresh sowing. The paddy residue, that is the rice residue, is not used as fodder as it is unfit, and hence farmers burn both the paddy stalk and straw close to autumn every year, which is a key contributing factor of pollution causing breathing problems in the northern region. So this is basically the stubble burning. ये होता है आपका stubble burning. ठीक है? Now paddy क्या है? This is important for prelims. Paddy is a kharif crop. ये kharif crop है. Kharif means monsoon crop. In Punjab and Haryana, harvesting of paddy crop is usually done between first week of October till October end. The wheat residue is used as fodder, but the paddy residue is burned off. जो आटे का जो रेजिड्यू होता है, जो गेहूं का रेजिड्यू होता है ना, उसको तो फॉडर के तौर पे यूज कर लिया जाता है. राइट, उस पर उसका स्टॉक जो होता है ना, उसको जला दिया जाता है. Wheat is a rabi crop. Rabi means winter crop, and it is sown from late October to December, while the harvesting usually starts from mid-April onwards. So these are important points which are relevant for your prelims examination. ये जो points है ना, ये आपके prelims examination के लिए बहुत important है. Make sure that you prepare them accordingly. Okay, paddy is a kharif crop while wheat is a rabi crop. ठीक है? So the center has informed the Supreme Court that it would bring a law to address air pollution and check stubble burning in Delhi as well as the surrounding national capital region. It will be an ordinance to tackle with the air pollution in NCR and the nearby areas. And the ordinance is being drafted by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Also, there have been different measures which have been taken to tackle the menace of air pollution because of stubble burning. Stubble burning के वजह से जो air pollution होता है, उस problem को tackle करने के लिए और भी कई measures हैं जो लिए गए हैं. The states have put in efforts towards raising awareness of the negative impact of stubble burning on the humans health. लोगों की हेल्थ पर स्टबल बर्निंग का क्या नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, इसके लिए भी अवेयरनेस रेज करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने काफी स्टेप्स लिए हैं. फार्मर्स को एजुकेट किया जा रहा है एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट के द्वारा. फार्मर्स आर आल्सो बीइंग एजुकेटेड बाय द एग्रीकल्चरल डिपार्टमेंट रेगुलरली दैट व्हाट आर द इफेक्ट्स, बैड इफेक्ट्स, नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स ऑफ बर्निंग द फील्ड्स. It also kills several crop friendly insects. It causes pollution. And penalties are also being imposed. अगर नॉर्मल समझाने से नहीं समझते लोग तो उन पे पेनल्टीज लगाई जा रही हैं, राइट, टू बैन द बर्निंग ऑफ द रेसिड्यू. And to check the stubble burning this Kharif season, Punjab government has appointed 8,000 nodal officers in village that grow paddy. Over 23,000 crop residue management machines have been given to the farmers for the on-site management of straw. And the state had been pressing the center to give rupees 100 per quintal to farmers for managing the paddy straw without burning. State ने सेंटर को ये भी करने के लिए कहा है कि आप देखो जितना भी straw होता है ना फार्मर्स के पास जिसको जलाया जाता है, उसके बदले आप उनको जलाने के लिए मना करो और हर क्विंटल के 100 रुपए उनको दो, ताकि उनको इंसेंटिवाइज किया जाएगा तो वो आप कह सकते हैं उस चीज को जलाएंगे नहीं, राइट, मैनेज करेंगे. While there are measures and several laws in place for checking pollution, states lack adequate infrastructure at the level of state and municipal bodies to implement these measures. So here what is the need of the hour? Better enforcement. देखो programs policies तो काफी हो जाती हैं, but अगर उनको enforce ना किया जाए, उनको implement ना किया जाए तो वो बेकार की बात होती है, right? The need of the hour is not just to sit and frame policies on paper, but to implement them actually in reality. The Delhi NCR also has a graded response action plan, which is overseen by Environment Pollution Authority. Now over here you can see the graded response action plan. This is very important for prelims. ये आपके prelims के लिए काफी important है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. The next important topic, hopes rise for Oxford vaccine. The COVID-19 experimental vaccine developed by University of Oxford also triggers lower adverse responses among elderly as well as young adults. British drug maker AstraZeneca plc, which is helping manufacture the vaccine, has said this. A vaccine that works is seen as a game changer in the battle against novel coronavirus, which has killed more than 1.15 million people worldwide, shuttered the swaths of the global economy, and turned normal life upside down for billions of people. It is very encouraging to see immunogenicity responses were similar between older and younger adults, and that reactogenicity was lower in older adults where COVID-19 disease severity is higher. So basically, AstraZeneca, which is manufacturing this vaccine, has said that the experimental vaccine right now which is being developed, it triggers lower adverse response among the elderly. That means when it is being injected on the elderly, the adverse or negative response is very less. तो एस्ट्राजेनेका जो है वो एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी है, ऑक्सफोर्ड के साथ मिलकर ये वैक्सीन को कोविड-19 की वैक्सीन को डेवलप कर रही है. और ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल वैक्सीन ऑक्सफोर्ड वैक्सीन डेवलप हो रही है ना, एस्ट्राजेनेका का कहना ये है कि जितने भी बुजुर्ग लोग हैं जिनके ऊपर ये वैक्सीन का ट्रायल किया गया है, नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्स कम देखने को मिला है. तो ये एक अच्छी बात है, अच्छी न्यूज है, राइट? सो व्हाट इज ऑक्सफोर्ड वैक्सीन? The AZD1222 coronavirus vaccine candidate, formerly known as CHAdOX1N coronavirus 19, is made from a virus which is weakened version of common cold virus that causes infections in chimpanzees. The vaccine is intended to induce both ways of finding and attacking the pathogens. This is very important topic for your prelims. As you can see, the data chart has also been given in the Hindu newspaper. You can cut it out and stick it in your newspaper. Next important topic, India to sign geospatial cooperation deal with US. So we have discussed so far in the PIB update what is 2+2 dialogue and what is this BECA agreement which India and US have signed. इंडिया और यूएस ने जो बेका अग्रीमेंट साइन किया, हमने इसको पीआईबी में अच्छे से डिस्कस किया है. मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर आस्किंग मी, मैम व्हाई यू आर नॉट अपलोडिंग द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालिसिस फॉर 26th October 2020, because it has the topics which were in the newspaper were already covered in the PIB updates of 24th and 25th and 27th October. राइट 24, 25, 27 अक्टूबर के पीआईबी में जो न्यूज़पेपर में टॉपिक आए ना 26 अक्टूबर को, वो सारे टॉपिक्स ऑलरेडी कवर्ड हैं. इसीलिए अलग से डबल एक और वीडियो बनाने का फायदा नहीं है, वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम हो जाता है. ओके, सो यू कैन रेफर टू 24, 25 and 26th October's PIB update and you can go through it. Now coming on to the 2+2 ministerial dialogue. It's a format of dialogue where the defense and foreign ministries or secretaries meet with their counterparts. Now in the 26th October's PIB, we have discussed what is the difference between 2+2 meeting between India and US and 2+2 ministerial meeting between India, Japan and India, Australia. With India, Japan and India, Australia, the foreign secretary and defense secretary, they meet in the meeting. But in between India and USA in the 2+2 dialogue, the ministers, foreign ministers and defense ministers, they meet each other. That is the difference. Okay. So defense ministry has said that India and US will sign the last foundational agreement, that is BECA, Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement. We discussed this also in detail in the PIB class yesterday. कल हमने PIB class में ये भी डिटेल में पढ़ा था. ठीक है, अब आगे पढ़ते हैं. India has already signed 3 foundational military communication agreements. Those are LEMOA, that is Logistic Exchange Memorandum of Agreement, which was signed in 2016. Then we have signed with USA the COMCASA agreement, that is Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement in 2018. And then in 2002 we had signed the General Security of Military Information Agreement. Now we have signed finally the BECA agreement. Now in 2019 an extension of General Security of Military Information Agreement was also signed, which is known as Industrial Security Annex. ये GSOMIA का ही एक एक्सटेंडेड वर्जन है, इंडस्ट्रियल सिक्योरिटी एनेक्स, जो कि 2019 में साइन किया गया था। नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज बेका। बेका क्या है ये समझ लेते हैं। So BECA is the last of 4 foundational agreements for strengthening defense ties between India and US. Underline, for strengthening defense ties between India and US. The agreement relates to exchange of geospatial intelligence information for use by the governments for defense and other purpose. Now basic doubt of the student is what is geospatial intelligence information? ये क्या होता है ये समझ लेते हैं। Geospatial means locational information, data that has geographic component to it. Okay, so under this BECA agreement now, US would exchange technical and procedural information about standardization of methods, specification and formats for collection, processing and production of geointelligence information with India. It shall also include the tools and models to process GPS data, transform latitude, longitude, height, coordinates across various reference frameworks and others. Okay, so that is the purpose of BECA agreement. And how will it help India? Next question कि भाई India को कैसे help करेगा? It will enhance the geospatial cooperation between the countries India and US. It will allow India and US to share geospatial and satellite data with each other. And it is also going to help in improving accuracy of missile systems of India. Clear? So that is why it's going to be helpful for India. Coming on to the next important topic, that is anti-cow slaughter law in UP being misused, says Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court has expressed concern at the misuse of anti-cow slaughter law in UP. Over here, what question they can frame? Question on, banning the cow slaughter. Question on UP Prevention of Cow Slaughter Act can be asked. Now let us understand the question. Analyze the merits and demerits of banning cow slaughter. ये आपका आज का homework question है. This is your homework for today. Right? So make sure that you attempt this question after taking today's class. आज की class handle करने के बाद make sure कि आप इस question को जल्द से जल्द solve करें घर में. ठीक है? Now what Indian Constitution says about cow slaughter? जब हम cow slaughter की बात करते हैं तो Indian Constitution क्या बोलता है cow slaughter के बारे में? Prohibition of cow slaughter is a part of the Constitution under Article 48, Organization of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry, which reads, the state shall endeavour to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines and shall in particular take steps for preserving and improving the breeds. And Article 47 DPSP, right? The state shall regard the raising of the level of nutrition and standard of living of its people and improvement of public health as among its primary duties. ये दो articles आपको याद रखने हैं. These two articles are very very important, right? It features in the DPSP. ठीक है, ये right नहीं है. This is not a right. Do not confuse it with a fundamental right. No, it is not a right. It is DPSP. ये DPSP का part है. Article 48. It is a part of DPSP. It is not a right. It features in the DPSP. That is the Directive Principles of State Policy. Rather than a right, this is seen as high. These DPSPs are not rights, but these are high ideals or broad guidelines that government should bear in mind while framing any policy. DPSP ऐसे guidelines हैं, ऐसे ideals हैं जिनको दिमाग में रखते हुए government policies frame करती है. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया आपका DPSP के बारे में. Now what about Mahatma Gandhiji's views on cow protection? Gandhiji is invoked frequent in the course of the debate, but his musings on cows and cow slaughter were nuanced and evolved over time. He asked people to focus on Gau Seva. Gau means cow. Seva means serving the cow, right? And not on protection or Gau Raksha, right? Gau Seva की बात करते थे गांधी जी. In 1921 he reflected, I would not kill a human being for protecting a cow, as I will not kill a cow for saving a human life, be it ever so precious. So he respected humans and cows' life equally. By 1946, Gandhiji was clear that cow slaughter can never be stopped by law. Knowledge and education and the spirit of kindliness towards her alone can put an end to it. आप law को लेकर आ जाओगे, law का violation भी होता है. Even if you are putting up a law, law can be violated. People are violating laws today also. But you can stop cow slaughter only by educating people. Only by, starting or igniting the spirit of kindliness towards her. Right? Cow is termed as mother. गाय माता बोला जाता है, ठीक है, अपनी ही माता को स्लॉटर नहीं किया जाता। अगर इस एसेंस को आप लोगों को समझा दो, लोगों के दिल और दिमाग में बिठा दो, एजुकेट करो लोगों को, राइट, तभी इस तरीके की घटना खत्म हो सकती है। दिस वॉज सेड बाय महात्मा गांधी जी। ये महात्मा गांधी जी के विचार थे। द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल फॉर प्रिलिम्स, ये प्रिलिम्स के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। मैसूरू कीप्स एनुअल दशहरा फीट शॉर्ट। द फर्स्ट दशहरा फॉर टस्कर अभिमन्यु इन मैसूरू इन द कंपनी ऑफ द कुमकी एलिफेंट्स। अंडरलाइन दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर प्रिलिम्स। ये प्रिलिम्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, कुमकी एलिफेंट्स, राइट। दिस अफेयर हैज बीन पुट शॉर्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दी COVID-19। COVID-19 की वजह से 10-day Mysuru Dasara festivities concluded on Monday only, right? So what is Kumki elephant? Kumki is a term which is used in India for trained captive ancient Asian elephants used in operations to trap wild elephants. They are sometimes used to rescue or to provide medical treatment to an injured or trapped wild elephant. So Kumki is applied to trained female elephants which are used as decoys. Okay, Karnataka has the largest elephant population in the country. This year prelims 2020 question on elephants came. इस साल prelims 2020 में elephants के ऊपर question आया था, यही question, तो आपको याद रखना है। Karnataka is the state which has largest elephant population. Karnataka, elephants in conflict with humans are captured and confined. Okay, so this is very very important topic. अब जब इन्वायरमेंट इकोलॉजी पे फोकस करने ही लगा है यूपीएससी, तो हमें भी अपने पैटर्न को थोड़ा चेंज करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, सुप्रीम कोर्ट कीप्स लोकुर कमिटीज अपॉइंटमेंट इन एबियंस। Supreme Court has decided to keep in abeyance its order appointing former Supreme Court Judge Justice Madan B. Lokur to a one-man committee to monitor, prevent stubble burning in UP, Haryana and Punjab. Abeyance means state of temporary disuse or suspension. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अभी फिलहाल डिसाइड किया है कि जो उन्होंने फैसला लिया था ना कि जस्टिस मदन बी लोकुर की एक कमेटी तैयार करेंगे स्टबल बर्निंग को रोकने के लिए, तो अभी उस डिसीजन को टेम्पररीली सस्पेंड कर दिया है, ठीक है। Decision came in the backdrop of Solicitor General informing a bench led by Chief Justice of India Sharad A. Bobde that the centre had proposed a legislation to tackle the problem of stubble burning. When the centre is proposing a legislation, then why to create a committee? So because of that, right now there has been a temporary suspension on the appointment of the Madan B. Lokur committee. ओके तो उस कमेटी को अभी अपॉइंट करने से थोड़ा सा मना कर दिया है कि जब सेंटर अभी एक लेजिस्लेशन की बात कर ही रही है तो थोड़ा रुक जाते हैं। Clear? Justice Lokur was monitoring the stubble burning for 2 years before his retirement. Now, former Supreme Court Judge Madan B. Lokur will be assisted by student volunteer forces deployed from National Cadet Corps, National Service Scheme, and Bharat Scouts and Guides to protect Delhi NCR from the pollution caused by stubble burning in the neighboring states of Punjab, Haryana, and UP. So this news already we have covered in the first week of October 2020. हमने अक्टूबर के पहले वीक में इसको कवर किया था। The next important topic, now these two are the most important news that is important just for prelims and you have to make sure that you read it and just 2 points लिख लो इसमें से, ठीक है। First seaplane service set to be launched soon. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is likely to inaugurate country's first seaplane service in Gujarat. So you have to remember this first seaplane service is being inaugurated in which state? It is in Gujarat, between Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad and Statue of Unity near the Narmada Dam in Kevadia. Okay, so this point is important for prelims. आपका prelims के लिए ये point important हो गया. Second is single male parent can take child care leave. So male government employees who are single parents will now be entitled to take the child care leave. Okay, the leave could be granted at 100% of leave salary for first 365 days and 80% of leave salary for the next 365 days. Again, important for prelims. ये आपके prelims के लिए important है. Now the next news, polio networks helped curb COVID-19 says WHO. Uttar Pradesh, the most populous state in the country, used polio microplans twice in the last 3 months to help identify over 2 lakh people with COVID-19 symptoms. These persons were then followed up and tested for COVID-19. So over here, in a release issued by WHO, Southeast Asia region, it has been indicated that polio networks could play a critical role in COVID-19 vaccination rollout. The polio network has been effectively used in Southeast Asia region during pandemic. Polio networks contain vast knowledge on vaccination, tools and strategies tailored to reach the unreached and most vulnerable. And UP has used this plan of polio networking to identify the COVID-19 affected people. Chileans vote for new constitution. Now here 78.28% back reform aimed at expanding role of state in providing welfare. So Chileans have voted, the people of Chile have voted overwhelmingly in a landmark referendum to replace their dictatorship era constitution, long seen as underpinning the nation's glaring economic and social inequalities. Over here you need to understand about Chile. Chile is a part of South America. So over here you can see Chile is officially known as the Republic of Chile. Its capital is Santiago. चिली का कैपिटल है सैंटियागो, जहां आप देख सकते हो इस तरफ, राइट, दिस इज द एरिया. इट्स अ साउथ अमेरिकन कंट्री ऑक्यूपाइंग अ नैरो स्ट्रिप ऑफ लैंड बिटवीन इंडीज टू द ईस्ट and the Pacific Ocean to the west. It also borders Peru to the north, Bolivia to the northeast. इधर आप देख सकते हो, ये है पेरू, ये है एंडीज, दिस इज बोलीविया. ओके, नाउ मूविंग अहेड, वेस्ट में आप पैसिफिक ओशन देख सकते हो यहाँ पर, ठीक है. एंड द ड्रेक पैसेज इन द साउथ, साउथ में ड्रेक पैसेज है जिसको ये बॉर्डर करता है. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द एरियाज विच इट बॉर्डर्स. फॉर प्रीलिम्स इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places in the world which touches the Chile in its northern side. तो चिले के northern side में यहाँ पर आप देखोगे ये है Atacama Desert which is the driest desert in the world, driest place in the world. Okay, and it is a source of sodium nitrate fertilizer also. And the Juquicamata is the world's largest copper town of Chile. So again these are the important pointers. All these pointers are important for prelims. ठीक है, तो ये prelims के लिए बहुत important है. Make sure that you are noting them down. Coming on to the next important news, responsible fuel pricing needed, says Prime Minister. Prime Minister's speech at the inaugural session of India Energy Forum. This news also we have discussed it in the PIB update yesterday. कल के हमने PIB update में इसको cover किया हुआ है detail में. What is India Energy Forum? We have covered it in detail. The PM is of the opinion that global energy producers must pursue more responsible pricing policies. He also said that India needs affordable and reliable energy sources. He highlighted the government's ambition to ensure energy justice. He listed 7 key drivers of change on India's energy map. ये है आपके GSM 3 के लिए important points. Accelerating efforts towards gas-based economy, cleaner use of fossil fuels, that is petroleum and coal in particular, greater reliance on domestic source to drive biofuel, achieving the renewable energy target of 450 gigawatt by 2030, increasing the contribution of electricity to decarbonize mobility, moving into emerging fuels including hydrogen, digital innovation across all energy systems. He also highlighted that 2019 exploration and licensing policy has shifted the focus from revenue to production maximization. So basically our government is focusing on expanding India's refining capacity and also making India, making the India's energy sources reliable and affordable. Okay. Moving ahead, India is much safer against tsunami threat. So India is much safer against tsunami threat than it was in 2004 thanks to the state-of-art tsunami early warning system established in Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services. Again, a very important topic for prelims and GS paper 3. Prelims और GSM 3 के लिए ये बहुत important topic है. Right, so because of the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, the state-of-the-art tsunami early warning system has been established, because of which India right now is a much safer country against the threat of tsunamis. Let us understand the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services. The director has asserted that India is much safer against the threat of tsunamis. Currently, large undersea earthquakes can be detected in real-time basis because of state-of-art tsunami early warning system which was established in INCOIS. In 10 to 20 minutes, right, the warning is generated. However, he warned that the best of warning systems could fail if communities are not prepared, if they do not understand the official and natural warning signs of tsunami, and appropriate and timely response is not taken. But he said that the focus in recent times has been on enhancing community awareness, educating the people living near the ocean areas, biennial Indian Ocean-wide tsunami drills. Drills means the exercises which are conducted to prepare people to follow, to warn them against tsunami. आगे बढ़ते हुए, this news was also covered in PIB update. ये हमने PIB update में भी topic cover किया था, tsunami ready का topic. ठीक है, let us understand this. UNESCO IOS Tsunami Ready recognition to Odisha communities. Tsunami Ready is a community performance based program started by Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO to promote tsunami preparedness through active collaboration of public, community leaders, national and local emergency management agencies. The objective of the program is to improve coastal communities' preparedness for tsunami emergencies, to minimize loss of life and property, and to ensure structural and systematic approach in building community preparedness by carrying out drills. Also, you need to understand about the IOC, that is Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission. इसके बारे में पढ़ना भी बहुत बहुत जरूरी है prelims के लिए. It was established in 1960 as a functional autonomy body within UNESCO, and it is the only competent organization for marine science within the UN system. Again, very important point for your prelims. So these were the important topics to be covered today from the Hindu newspaper. ये थे आज के important topics. I hope you enjoyed today's class and I hope you will solve today's homework question as well. आज का homework question जो मैंने दिया था आपको, that was, I'll just show you the question, right? Analyze the merits and demerits of banning cow slaughter. In 200 words, you have to answer this question. Also, do not forget to enroll in the free All India mock test. For enrolling in it, you have to download the Unacademy's Learning app, sign in on the Unacademy's Learning app, then go to the description box below the video, below this video, and click on the link which I have provided for the free mock test. And then you will be, redirected to this page. Then you can enroll in the test. फिर आप enroll कर सकते हो test में. This is the procedure of enrolling in the test. So do attend this test on 1st, 10th, 25th and 30th of every month, starting from 1st November 2020 itself. Thank you.